worked here one summer when I was a college student. 30 days out of 31 days of August to earn money to go to a driving school.
Why do you have to save for a driving school?
Because it costs I think it cost $2,500. And at the time I was 18, you don't have that much money. I borrowed money from my parents to go to driving school. I already started going to driving school to pay back the money to my parents. I worked here in August. It seems like most of people, like more than 90% of people, go to driving school. There are other ways to get the driver's license. Like you can go to like a place like a DMV, and you can actually take the test, the driving test with the paper test. But the driving test, the actual driving test, is very difficult if you have no experience, which you don't have experience as a young person. So it's very difficult to pass the driving test. So instead of you just bringing yourself to DMV and take the driving test, driving schools give you the driving test instead of them. But the very last final paper exam, you have to take it at the DMV.
Nada más para aclarar un poco lo que nos platica Japanistica, las escuelas de manejo tienen un circuito cerrado para que los estudiantes aprendan a manejar, practiquen, les dan un examen para que puedan adquirir una licencia temporal, una licencia provisional. Y con esta licencia provisional pueden salir a la calle a practicar junto con el instructor. Una vez de que hayan practicado en la calle, les dan otro examen de manejo. Este es en la calle. Cuando se pasa este examen, pueden tomar el examen escrito, el examen final. Este se toma en el departamento de vehículos. Si se pasa este examen, felicidades, adquiriste tu licencia de manejo. O Japanistica nos manda un mensaje, está preguntando si queremos ir al sushi. Le vamos a decir que sí. Estoy conectado al internet con este dispositivo móvil. Es iVideo, internet portátil que ustedes pueden rentar en su visita aquí en Japón por el tiempo que lo necesiten. 5 días, una semana. Les mandan el dispositivo a la dirección, hotel donde se están quedando. Toda la información, iVideo, abajo en la descripción. Ok, pues yo voy a seguir corriendo. Regresamos con Japanistica.
How many times do you take the test?
Oh, so there are 2 driving tests. The first one, before you start driving outside, I failed once, and second time I passed. And with the final driving test, I failed once and then passed the second time. And I still remember failing the final driving test. And then I was sad because that means I had to take extra 2 or 3 lessons before taking the next driving test, to get ready. But that means money. So for someone who's 18 years old, well, that's gonna cost you like $100 or something, like $30 per lesson or something. I can't remember. So you're sad because you fail, but at the same time you're also sad that you have to spend more money. So I was sitting in a shuttle bus after failing the test, and I just sat right behind the driver, and then seeing him driving the shuttle bus, I was just thinking, how can everybody else drive and I can't? And I really still remember, I was like shocked. Seems like it costs somewhere between, it depends, it varies. And if you go to the driving school in the city, of course it's more expensive because they need to maintain the big space. The prices vary. It seems like it's somewhere between $2,400 to $3,000.
It's expensive.
It is. So especially for young people, of course. So they need to work. One of the things they do, and my students also do, is if they have, for example, 2 weeks off or something, they go to the country, they join the training camp to get a driver's license. So in the 2 weeks, every day they have the lecture class and they practice driving, and then their purpose is to get the driver's license or pass the final driving test with a paper test within 2 weeks. Because this kind of training camp they hold in the country, it's cheaper and shorter. It takes shorter time. So that's what many people do. And some of my students told me that they're planning to do it in the spring.
So you earn about $3,000 working over here?
I earned about like a 21 or 22, something like that, working there.
For how many hours?
8 hours, I think. At
For
the
a
time,
month?
I think I was getting paid like $8 an hour.
$2,100 back then, I guess it was a lot.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Mucho dinero.
At the time, I just became 19 years old, I guess. I got my license at the end of 18, my 18.
Y eso, damas y caballeros, es como aquí la gente obtiene su licencia de manejo. Nosotros vamos ya de regreso a Tokio. Gracias por haberme acompañado. Yo soy Leo. Nos vemos la próxima semana. Cuídense. Suscríbete. Bye.